Guys, what's up? Welcome to day 5 of foundation week. If you are new here, hi, welcome. I'm Bondbeautyful. I have foundation week for 7 straight days and nothing but foundation videos. I love foundation base related videos. They are some of my favorite to do for you guys and to watch personally. And every single foundation in this foundation week is new. It's new. They are new foundations. So I am very excited. Today is no different. We're talking about a drugstore foundation that I saw that is new, that hasn't really been talked about, and the brand itself isn't really talked about all that much. So I'm excited to share with you this foundation. So first off, before we get started, make sure you're subscribed, make sure you hit the notification bell so you can continue on with foundation week. It's day 5, so if you've missed any of those other videos, definitely go check it out. I'll put a link in the iCard. You can go check out and binge watch all the foundation videos. Also, I recently ended concealer week as well. If you haven't seen that, that's freaking awesome. 5 new concealers that just came out in January. I featured them all, so I'll put a link up in the iCard as well for that. So I'm talking about the HardCandy Glamaflauge 16-hour wear full coverage foundation. They do have a regular Glamaflauge foundation. This one is not it. It's not different. At first I thought maybe they just repackaged it. No, this is definitely different. This is the 16-hour wear full coverage foundation. And it does, like, the packaging is completely different from that one. So I'm really excited to talk about this foundation, particularly because I have the shade here in my hands. I have the shade Olive. Olive. They have an olive shade. Not a lot of drugstore foundations have an olive shade. So I was so excited. I was kind of looking through there, and then when I saw this, I was like, I'm gonna pick that up and we're gonna review this baby because it is a shade olive and I'm pretty sure it's gonna match me. So I am so excited, you guys. If you are my shade and you are olive, they have an olive shade. And another thing that made me really excited is it's only cost $6, you guys. It's only cost $6. Anyways, so this is what we're gonna do today. We're going to see what HardCandy says the foundation's supposed to do. We're gonna test it out and see if it actually does what it's supposed to do. We're gonna be testing against my dry, normal skin. I need some coverage because I'm healing from some bruises and whatnot. I have a lot of like emotion lines, so we're going to be testing it against those and seeing if it's good for someone that has more mature skin or has a lot of lines or smile lines or whatever the case may be. We're going to be swatching it next to other foundation matches and seeing how it looks as far as like the tone, the shade, and whatnot. Also, I'm going to be checking the flash test. I'm going to be checking if it oxidizes. I'm going to be checking if it transfers. I'm going to be checking it for everything possible. The sponge, with the brush, I'm going to be wearing it, and I'm going to bring you in as close. And I'm talking about close to my skin so you can see every single imperfection in my skin. That's how close I'm going to be bringing you in throughout the day. So, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button if you like foundation week, and let's get started. If you are trying to shade match, I have a list down below in the description box of foundations that match me. I also have a new link down there that's going to send you to a page full of the biggest list you have ever seen in your whole entire life. So make sure you go check that out. Let's get started. So this is the HardCandy Glamaflauge 16-hour wear full coverage foundation. It only is that did not make sense whatsoever. Okay, it only costs $6. You can find it at Walmart. It says, our budge-proof Glamoflauge 16-hour foundation will last all morning, noon, and night. This hydrating medium coverage formula is lightweight, breathable, and has max staying power. You can count on a transfer-proof, water-resistant wear that will leave you with a matte finish all day long. Formulated with flexible film technology, the formula won't settle into fine lines or wrinkles. Built-in luxury blender applicator will all you perfect. Will all you perfect? That did not make sense at all. HardCandy. I'm guessing it says will luxury blender applicator is all you need, maybe, to get even coverage every time. So that didn't make sense, HardCandy. But we're gonna look past that and see if it does everything that you say it's supposed to do. Let's go and see how this foundation swatches next to a lot of my other olive foundations and just regular foundations, and then let's start applying this to the face. Okay, here we have all of these foundations swatched. This one here is the HardCandy one, and it's been sitting for a little while, so I'm gonna go ahead and put another little swatch and see if it oxidizes. No, it doesn't really look like it oxidizes at all, which is great. Okay, this one right here is the HardCandy in Olive. This is the Dior Backstage 2WO, which is a warm olive, one of my best matches. This one is Studio Skin by Smashbox in 2.22, which is an olive shade. This here is the Beauty Blender Bounce in 3.30, which is an olive shade as well. This is the Too Faced Born This Way in Natural Beige. So these four are olive shades, and this one's an olive shade as well. This is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop in Medium Olive. So I think they did a really good job with the olive. I like it. Here, this is the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear in Golden Beige. And this here is the Maybelline Fit Me in 220. So it is a glass bottle, and it has a doe foot applicator, which is cool. I don't mind that. So on this side of the face, I'm going to be using the LA Girl sponge. On this side of the face, I'm going to be using the IT Cosmetic Love is a Foundation brush, which I love so much. And for primer, I'm using the Too Faced Hangover RX, which I always use whenever I'm testing out foundations. Oh, it feels so good to put on. I love this primer so much. I love this primer so much. It's so good. All right. Let's start. Let's start. It's creamy. It's either fluffy, like it doesn't feel heavy, but it's like a fluffy consistency. Oh. This is definitely going to be like my perfect match if it does not oxidize. So it gave me low medium coverage. I'm going to go in one more time. I have those like bruises. And this is the sponge side. Usually a sponge will give you less coverage than a brush will, 99% of the time. So the fact that it gave me like a medium coverage, just like a low one, it's pretty good. Means it has a lot of coverage to it. And it does feel light. It does feel light on the face. Not as lightweight as other foundations I've tried, but it feels light. I actually really love the color, and I'm really impressed. HardCandy, you did a good olive shade. I'm very impressed. It looks very good. Okay, here we go. If you are my shade but you're not olive, my shade is 1508 olive. I would choose, if I were you, 1506. So I would skip 07 because that one just looked darker, and I would go 06 because I was debating between 06 or this one, and then I saw that this one was olive, and of course I'm going to choose that one. So just a little tip if you're trying to try it out and you're around my shade. 07 for some reason is a little bit darker, but 06 is definitely something I would have chosen. It looked like it matched me. Yeah, I actually got full coverage on this side. I know it says it's medium coverage. I actually got full coverage with the brush, which is nice. That means I don't really need to use that much foundation. Oh, and it's starting to dry. Cool. Yeah, I can see it's like a soft matte finish, and it's not drying. It hasn't clung to any of my dry patches or anything like that, which is really good. I like the brush side. The brush side gives me more like a smoothing, flawless look, and the sponge side gives me that look, but in a real skin-like way. Like, it looks like it really sank into my skin on this side. Looks like my skin's just falls, like it looks like skin. But here it looks a little bit more perfected, kind of like a doll. So I like both sides, but I think for every day I'd probably just use a sponge. And like for glam days, like a brush, because it's really beautiful both sides. Yeah, whoa. I am very, very, very impressed on how it looks on my skin. And even though it's like a matte, when I turn my face, I can still see like some sort of like a glow happening on my face. Can you guys see that? Like a bounce back glow. Like it's matte, but it still feels really, really nice. Okay, I'm gonna do my concealer. I'm gonna finish the rest of my face and then I'll be back and I'll show you how the foundation looks after that. Okay, so I finished the rest of my makeup. I'm gonna be checking in with you guys throughout the day, and I didn't really set the foundation. All I did was I just grabbed a brush that I used for setting my foundations, and whatever powder was left, I kind of brushed that all over the face, and I just really set my under eye area because it was already setting on its own. I didn't feel like I needed to go in and set it. So let's look at how the foundation looks. I actually think it looks super, super flawless. Just gorgeous. It looks like my skin, especially on my forehead. It did not accentuate any line. It didn't even sink in to my lines. It literally looks like just my skin, but better. I can't even explain it. I mean, you guys kind of see. I am seriously super impressed that this was only $6. This was at the drugstore. The match is perfect olive tone. It is the most gorgeous olive I have ever seen. It just looks so beautiful. My skin is a little bit dry, and I do think that applying like powder to my cheeks, I think that it doesn't accentuate the dryness, but I can tell it's like borderline. But I feel like the longer I wear it, the more beautiful it's going to look. And I can tell that if I were to spray my face, it would look gorgeous. And I usually spray with MAC, why can't I not talk? MAC Fix Plus. I'll spray with MAC Fix Plus. I love the Milani Make It Last, and I think that it would just complete it. Like, it looks gorgeous on its own. So if you don't like to use sprays, it still looks gorgeous. But if you did use a spray, oh, I can tell it would be so beautiful. Anyways, I am super, super, super excited about this foundation. So I'm gonna wear it throughout the day. We'll check in the 5-hour mark, and we'll talk about flash test at that time, and we'll see how it looks then. But for now, I absolutely love it, and I'm super excited. Anyways, yeah, wish me luck, and I'll see you guys soon. Okay, so I thought I would show you in natural lighting how this shade looks, and I love it. See, it's not clinging to any dry patches, and look at my lines, how beautiful. And remember, I didn't set it. Oh my gosh, guys, what the heck? I love it. Okay guys, so it's been 5 hours now, and I thought I would check in. That's an angry bird. Anyways, so I'm checking in, and let's talk about the flash test first. I don't think there's a flashback. I think it looks pretty good, and I don't even know if there's SPF in the foundation. I don't remember if we read that or not, but there definitely is no flashback, so you don't have to worry about that if you do take flash photography. So how the foundation looks, I love the color. It is so gorgeous, so spot on, and the foundation looks so good, especially since I didn't set it. I was not sure if it was going to like sink into my lines on my forehead, and it did not. It did not, and I didn't set it. So I love when a foundation works like that. Also, I thought that the foundation isn't as long lasting. Usually by the 5-hour mark, I'll get really glowy around my nose. Even though I'm dry, that's kind of where it starts to break down. And that didn't happen. My nose is not glowy whatsoever. The foundation looks really good. It seems to be lasting. I've been cuddling with the boys because all my boys are sick. So I think so far, everything HardCandy is claiming, it's actually doing, and I'm super impressed because it's only $6, you guys. Is that crazy? I didn't expect HardCandy to come out with a bomb foundation like this. But anyways, that's basically where I'm at right now. It's been 5 hours. I'm going out on a date tonight, so we'll see how it looks after. I'm not gonna touch up or put on powder. I might put on more blush and highlight. But besides that, I'll be very raw for the date tonight. So hopefully it lasts for 16 hours like it says it's supposed to. But I'll check in with you guys pretty soon. Hey guys, this is future sick me checking in. So I literally wore this foundation again today. And today was like the hardest day. I was sick. I went and stayed in the urgent care for 3 hours trying to get seen. I came home. I was emotional. I was like bawling to my husband, crying. And I went after I like rubbed my tears off and looked in the mirror. You guys, do you see the foundation? It is still there. There's no water streak marks. Usually if I cry with makeup on, right away you can be able to see streak marks because my actual face is lighter than the foundation I put on because my neck is darker than my face. My face is the lightest. So can you guys see how nice the foundation still looks? You guys, this is definitely water resistant, waterproof, doesn't budge proof, doesn't move. I mean, and I was ugly crying like all over. I was rubbing my eyes. And you can see that's why I have like no eye makeup left. But on my cheeks, I still have foundation because I still have those bruises here, bruises there. You guys, that has never before happened with a foundation, ever before in my life. So, just wanted to give you guys that little bit of information. Okay guys, so it's the very end of the night and I thought I would check in one last time. I'm so sorry my voice sounds the way it does. Anyways, I just came back from like dinner and I'm not gonna lie, the foundation looks so good. I'm so impressed. It literally, like, I love it. I love how it looks. I love that I didn't set it and it still has lasted so long. It hasn't gotten glowy around my nose. It hasn't broken apart or sunk into my lines in my forehead. Usually, like, it will sink into the folds and I can see it. It hasn't done that at all. It looks the same on my forehead as when I first applied it. And like my face looks pretty much the same. It looks so good. I am so impressed, you guys. Seriously, 5 out of 5 stars. Like, I love it and it's so affordable. I can't even believe it. It hasn't transferred. It hasn't rubbed off anywhere. It just looks really, really good, you guys. So I give it a big thumbs up. I definitely recommend if you can find a shade to match you to try it because it's so amazing. It looks so good. But yeah, don't forget tomorrow foundation week continues, so make sure that you come back tomorrow for a whole nother video. Give me a like if you think the foundation looked good too. I don't know, look at it. I mean, there's no filter on the face. This is literally like how my face looks right now. It's ridiculous. I would still wear this for like 3-4 more hours because it looks so good. Anyways, you guys, I love you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying foundation week and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye guys.